let's have some quiet time. I advise anybody who is having a really bad day to stop and just read an entire book of the Bible. I know that might sound crazy to people who have chaotic, hectic schedules and they don't have time to do stuff like that. I'm not kidding you. I read almost all of Isaiah today. That's not true. I read almost half of Isaiah today. I was, I think, in the 30s and I read all the way to the 60s. It was so uplifting to my spirit and I really needed it, especially the second section of Isaiah. It's about hope for the future, heaven. It talks about all sorts of really amazing stuff. The beginning of Isaiah is really hard to read. It's a lot of judgment, a lot of what's to come for these countries that were doing evil things to God's people. And so, yeah, the first part of it, very hard. The second half of it, I read through it so fast and I enjoyed every minute of it and it was so encouraging. Okay, so I read this chapter 40 of Isaiah. It's called Comfort for God's People. My Bible kind of has these little titles in them. So right here you can see Comfort for God's People. It's really cool because there's also so much prophecy in the book of Isaiah, prophecy about John, prophecy about Jesus, and it's so amazing because this is a part where you hear prophecy about John the Baptist who would make the way for Jesus. It says, a voice cries in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill be made low. The uneven ground shall become level, and the rough places a plain. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. So this is this preparing the way in the wilderness. This is talking about John the Baptist, who was known for staying out in the desert and telling people that get ready, Jesus is coming, the Messiah is coming. And so that is foretold 700 years before Jesus. I absolutely just love this verse that I read today from Isaiah 46. It says, a voice says, cry. And I said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, all its beauty like the flowers of the field. The grass withers and the flower fades. When the breath of the Lord blows on it, surely the people are grass. But the grass withers and the flower fades. But the word of God will stand forever. And then it just goes on and on about how amazing God is. He will tend his flock like a shepherd. He will gather the lambs in his arms. He will carry them in his bosom. Who has measured the water in all of the earth, marked off the heavens and its span, who holds the earth like dust. It's just talking about how amazing and powerful and wonderful God is. Then God starts comparing himself to idols that people literally make themselves. And if you put them in a place, it can't move, it can't breathe, and it can't do anything. And he's mocking these people who basically use idols that they have literally made with their own hands and then worship them instead of worshiping the one